Oh, a tough decision on their hands now. And this, early on, it's one you can't afford to get wrong. Certainly, Patriots will be a hot commodity. Yeah, no surprise here. Anytime you can get your hands on a player of his caliber, I think you pretty well have to pull the trigger. Boy, you talk about a talented player. This guy's one of the best around. Still some big holes remaining to be filled. Here's where you may have, and this team does have a lot of needs, but this guy is a legitimate star, and he'll make everyone around him better. Oh, this guy's a rare talent, and a huge upgrade over what they had before. Yeah, maybe not the pick that's going to change this team's fortune, but he is an improvement over what they had. What to do here? Build up the interior of... Yeah, I don't think you needed a crystal ball to see that pick coming. That's all about loyalty and familiarity right there. And with time running short, you've got to hope some guys fall into your lap, or you could be left with some real holes on your roster. Where to now? Do you get yourself a big brute for the trenches, or someone who can really help you out at the playmaking type spot? And now, which side of the football will they address here? Some interesting options. Well, not too tough to see into the thought process of that pick. Both offensive and defensive options here. Boy, you talk about a friendly turn of the cards. This is a great round for these guys as they get themselves a dynamic player right here.
All right, Larry, thank you. It is indeed time for a Draft Champions matchup and what is set to be a great Draft Champions matchup. In the booth, I'm Brandon Gaudin with Charles Davis, and these guys should have a huge impact on the outcome of this game. They're ready to roll. We're ready to roll. Let's roll. And it's the birth of a new club as we're underway in Draft Champions. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Now a carry for the former Michigan State man, Le'Veon Bell. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
On second down, here's Brady. And Hill with it over the middle. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And 15 yards there on the catch and run. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, they like his work ethic. This guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
That goes for a gain of 31.
I've got to make sure that I don't take Tom Brady's greatness for granted, that we make it routine. How about that throw right there?
Yeah.
Another great completion.
And you know one area where he honed his throwing? He was a catcher in high school. He was actually drafted by the Expos in 1995 in the 18th round.
Wow, that would have been something to see him behind the dish.
Think he gunned down a few guys?
Gunned down a few guys trying to steal second. That would have been fun to watch. We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. First level defensive line, second level linebackers, third level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a first-level run, and it was stopped by a second-level player. So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
On third and short to give to the tight end. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up fourth down. They'll go for it. It's Brady. And this is incomplete. Bruce Arians takes a shot there, but his guys come up empty. And this crowd loves it as their guys hold on the opening drive. Shift together here from the D-line. They'll need to get the play off quickly. They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. A little bit of ground to make up for the offense as they face a 2nd and 11. The wide receiver moving to a new spot. The play clock's running down. A second down throw for Prescott. Looking and finding Allen Hurns. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys in plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen in a bunch. I mean, when you talk about collectively, it's unbelievable. So their ability to move is practiced now. It's not necessarily, oh, he just took off and you guys figure it out. When he takes off, everyone knows where to go now. They know how to run routes, change things, make themselves presentable for the quarterback. That's a lot of time that they put in on it. It's not just your static 1, 2, 3. This is where the ball goes anymore.
Now Prescott. And this one's incomplete. Tyler Lockett was the target there. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. So incomplete on 2nd down. Now they'll look to convert here on 3rd. Let's go! 3rd and long for Prescott. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. Here we go. They're indeed going for it. It's Prescott. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And it is incomplete. Back live with Charles Davis on Brandon. The Eagles coming out as they get ready. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot in the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you've got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit from the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. Goes underneath for Bell. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 18 yards there, and it'll be a first and goal.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
That's complete right around the 8. No gain, and it's second down.
When a linebacker's able to sit at the second level and see things develop in front of him, as soon as he got a hint that the quarterback was checking it down, he just made a beeline directly for the receiver and ended up making the play.
Here's Brady, and he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Thank you, Larry. Brandon Gaudin, along with Charles Davis here in the booth. We are set for a spectacular draft champions matchup and some spectacular talent on your screen right now. Let's not waste any more time. Let's get down to the field for kickoff. Oh, and how about this? An onside kick to start the game. And the Dolphins are going to recover. Now, there's two sides to every coin. You come on the road, you get the onside kick to start the game. What a boost, but you don't get it. And now your back's against the wall a little bit.
You're exactly right. You nailed it perfectly. And so many ways to go at it when you're on the road. You think to yourself, well, if we start on defense, we blitz them early, try and create a big play. If we start on offense, we throw the big pass downfield. In this case, they said, forget all of that. Let's do it on special teams and try and catch them off guard with an onside kick unsuccessfully.
On second down, McNair. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. Third down. They don't want to waste this outstanding field position on this opening drive as they come up on third down.
Come on, let's go.
To throw, McNair. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And he takes it to the house. It's a fumble recovery for a Jet touchdown. The pass receiver turned into a